Hello, my loves. I am Johanna Burkhardt. If you are new to me, I am a spiritual teacher, a healer, an energy reader, amongst many other things. And this is your December energy reading for 2019 for Earth signs, so Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Now, to begin, I want to give you guys a little information about how I am a reader, how I read, and how this reading will be structured. So I am not an astrologer. However, I am a channel for an interdimensional collective of beings that call themselves the Conscious Collective. My words are light encoded, and so you may feel energy as you listen. And I ask that you just open yourself up to receive. They are simply higher frequencies to help you integrate your light body. I read the energies of the cosmos. So this does include the planets, but not from reading a chart or particular planetary alignments, if you will. I feel into all of the things that are coming forth for us. So the crystalline energy, the plasmas, the gamma rays, the key codes, the eclipses, the moons, certain planetary alignments that they bring into my awareness. And I just allow all that information to be a guide for you, and allow that information to flow. And it's going to bring forth something different for each person. So the energy itself doesn't really change for each individual person. It just shows up differently, right? So it may show up in your relationships, your finances, may show up in your business or your place of employment. It's going to be mirrored to you in the way that you are most focused. So where you focus most of your attention or awareness is where this is going to show up for you, because it's trying to get your attention to really help you expand and evolve. The intensity of the energies that we talk about in your reading are really going to be based upon your vibration, okay? And remembering vibration is the rate of speed in which you process anything, emotion or information. And whatever frequency you are in at any given moment. And of course, whatever opportunity is showing up, right? To help you expand your awareness and your consciousness. Please use your own intuition, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and just allow yourself to be open and allow this to unfold and allow it to be experienced the way that you need it to, okay? So don't try to make it fit. Don't try to live based upon this reading. This is just to be brought into your awareness, okay? So how these monthly readings are structured is I ask for empowering messages for the beginning, middle, and end of the month. I also ask for energies or information that will help you move through those empowering messages. And then I'll be back in the middle of the month for what I'm going to be calling the mid-month bump. Oh my goodness, I love it. So remember, time is an illusion. It's fluid. So some of this energy you may already be experiencing. Some of it may come a little bit later. Again, these are things that are being brought into your awareness based upon the energies that we are currently experiencing for the month of December. Okay, so let's get started. We are going to be reading for Earth signs today again: Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So for my Earth signs, I really feel like some of you, I feel like as I'm recording this is the kind of energy that you are in, but for some it's going to show up in the beginning of December. But I really feel this energy of flight, this energy of I want to go, I want to travel, I want to escape. Even for some of you, it's going to be the energies of wanting to escape, but really wanting to get away, right? Really wanting to shift or change. And they're really showing me, which is different from any of the readings I've done so far, they're really showing me two different perspectives here and wanting me to offer both. So I really feel for some of you, this is going to be an energy of escaping, an energy of things aren't working for me, things are coming, like the things I had set up for myself and were planned out are not working. And all of a sudden, like I have no money or I don't have the resources that I need, or desire. I don't have the funds to go to the place that I want. And just really like the flight response. Like feel like I'm ready to catapult out of my chair and just shoot out of here. And then for other people, I feel like it's just that kind of like Southwest, right? Like you want to get away. I just feel like some of you are like, I just want a breath of fresh air. You're really feeling those higher frequencies of that aren't, because you guys are very grounded beings, right? So I really feel like some of you are up in the experiencing the blissful states of the cosmos and feeling a little bit kind of out of body and wanting to travel and not really being attached to the wealth, not really being attached to the external things, right? So what they're saying is regardless of which side of the pendulum you are swinging into at the beginning of December, it's really about connecting into your third eye and really tapping into those energies of the dream state, right? Of imagination. What do you actually want your life to look like? Right? Especially because at the end of December, like we're closing out a year, we're closing out a decade. So when we think about these things, we want to feel, how do we want to proceed? What do we envision for ourselves? What truly matters, right? Is it the external things? How do you value yourself? Are you preparing to restructure what value and success and your worth is defined by, right? So it's really about, and helping you to move through this energy is really about getting back in touch with the third eye and re-envisioning your life, re-envisioning yourself and who you are. Do you know what I mean? Like really tapping into those higher level energies and allowing yourself to dream. Because here's the thing, if you can dream it, it's available to you, okay? And that's something that we all need a reminder of. So as we come into the middle of the month, we have a full moon on the 12th in Gemini. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. And just coming out of a Mercury retrograde, we are reminded that Mercury is all about purification, right? It's all about that internal communication and reflecting, taking time to slow down. But for you earth signs, I feel like in the middle of the month, this full moon is going to be bringing up some relationship stuff. It could be with a family member or a female friend or that feminine aspect of you, right? Because we all have the feminine and masculine energies within us. So again, allow it to show up for you however it needs to. But I feel like that this energy is going to be bringing this relationship up, this aspect of you or this external relationship, which again, they're just mirrors for us internally, right? Bringing some stuff up to the surface, but in a way of healing, right? Like I feel like this is a good thing. It may not feel like the best thing in that moment, but it's coming up to really bring about some healing energy and allowing you to really reflect and almost come, I don't want to say come full circle, but allowing you to get to slow down. Remember how we talk about vibration. So I just see that, and this is shown up for other signs as well. Just this full moon in Gemini is really just going to be slowing our vibration and allowing us to see things in a new perspective, really allowing us to see all the moving parts and really allowing for us to have some healing time. And for you guys, it's really going to be about healing that female relationship. So again, whether it's a mother, a sister, a girlfriend, or the feminine energy within you, there's going to be some healing taking place with that. So how to help you move through that is really setting your sights higher, having a more expanded, bigger version of your life, of your energy, of the possibilities and opportunities. Almost like getting out a telescope, right? So you're able to take a step back from that telescope and see all the stars and how big and massive, and realizing that you can't even see each and every single one of them, right? You're seeing such a pulled back view. But then you can also look in your telescope and you can hone in on particular things that catch your attention, that spark that energy within you, right? So really allowing you to have that dual perspective, but also remember that we are infinite, right? And that what we see can be an illusion, right? So again, when you look outside at the stars, there are these little lights in the sky, but when you look through a telescope, you see it differently, right? So it's all about your perspective. So keeping that in mind with that full moon energy. As we come to the end of the month for you, reminder, we have a new moon in Capricorn in the earth energy on the 26th, as well as a solar eclipse. Now listen, because this solar eclipse is happening in the earth energy, this is going to show up differently for you guys. For some, you're going to feel the energy of loss. You're going to feel the energy of letting stuff go. And it's going to, you may feel like, I'm definitely feeling like resistance with it. It's almost like, man, I just had it. Like you just got this into your grasp and now it's gone. And you feeling into that struggle of, I don't want to let go of this, right? Because I just got it. Like it just felt like I was beginning to feel stable again. Because I really feel that for a lot of earth signs, you really enjoy that groundedness. You really enjoy that stability and you really thrive on having that in your life. And so this may be a little hard for you. But what they're saying is, let it go because something bigger and better is waiting for you, right? The minute you detach and let this go, something huge, like bigger, more opportunity, higher frequencies, like more possibility for growth and expansion is going to be showing up for you. So in order to move through this energy, you're really going to have to come back to your heart space. You're going to have to remember that you're an infinite, immortal being and that true stability comes from internally. It comes inside of you, knowing that you are always safe and that you're just having a human experience right now. So if you can come back into that heart space and redefine your stability from your own being and let go of whatever this thing is that this solar eclipse and this new moon is asking you to let go of, you knowing that if you do, like something bigger and better is coming for you. Okay. So keep that in mind as you move through the month. We're going to pull some cards for you. Whew. And as I prepare to pull these, if you feel drawn to have a private session with me, please check the description box below. I offer quite a few different services. I will not be doing private readings as of this moment. Now that may change. I don't ever say forever and ever, but right now, I don't believe I will be doing readings in 2020. I just don't. Not private ones anyway. However, through the month of December, as I begin to restructure my services, I am offering 2020 readings, and they're at a really awesome price. So if you feel called to see what 2020 is going to bring you, please check that description box below, and let's connect. Okay. So what other messages do we need to bring forth, please, for Earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo? We've already got one that flew out. I'm just going to bring in a little bit of energy because like I said in the beginning of this reading, I really felt my flight response triggered, like I wanted to pop out of my body. So I'm just going to bring in a little bit of energy for a second. Really calming your being and really allowing for you to re-anchor, come back to this present moment. To find the stability of the chair that you're sitting in or the ground you're standing on. And just breathing into your body. Okay. Whoop. don't want half the deck. All right. There's another one. We're going to do one more. One more for earth signs, please. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Often these are just confirmation, but you never know. All right, last one. Ooh, this card came up for the last reading I did too. Okay. So the first one that flew out was Sacred Union, Partnership Romance. Okay. Look at that. Again, I think this is good confirmation because the Sacred Union, to me, we talked about how the middle of the month, how you were going to be having a female relationship or type of energy coming up to the surface for some healing, right? So again, whether it is that the divine feminine energy within you, or the wounded feminine, maybe even, or a relationship that's a female, whatever that is, you're going to be coming into sacred union with it, right? So you're going to be accepting that energy. You're going to be integrating that energy. You're going to be growing from that energy. It does show romance. So, but romance to me is not, romance to me is doing things from a space of love. That's what romance is to me. It's really coming from that heart-centered space. So for some of you, this actually might be your significant other, right? Or something like that. But don't take it for face value. Remember, allow it to show up for you. But this is just a confirmation that there will be a sacred union for you, okay? In whatever way that that needs to show up. We also have the Fire Prince. This is optimism and aggression, okay? But see how he has fire in his hands and he's got fire underneath him, right? So this energy is really about allowing those things that are, the things that are happening, the things that are being asked of you to let go, to be transmuted, right? To be purified. Okay. And again, I really feel like this has a lot to do with the full moon energy, and feeling like the middle of the month is really going to be powerful for you because again, Mercury is the energy of purifying our language with ourselves, purifying our language with other people. Not only that, but what they're showing me is remembering that your throat center is your manifestation center, and how you speak about yourself and how you speak out loud, remembering that those words carry a frequency with them. It carries it's information that's being transmitted to the universe always, right? So the more self-aware you become of how you speak out loud, how you speak to another, how you speak about yourself out loud, how that reflects your current reality, how that changes the way that things show up for you, right? And playing with that energy like you're playing with fire, right? So do you want that fire to transmute and purify and allow you to grow and expand? Or do you want the energy that you're speaking to burn you, right? Or to burn down whatever you've built? So really, really paying attention to your language. Okay, that was a really good, awesome added bonus information there. This was the one that came up before, the Spiral Dancer. This came up for the last reading I did. And this is about changing your perceptions. Also the number 5. So number 5 is all about change in your relationships, changes maybe in your finances, changes maybe in everything, really, right? 5 is not a scary number. But what this is telling me is, remember at the end of the month with that solar eclipse, you're going to be feeling like, shit, I just had my shit together. And now, again, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Why is this happening? But they're inviting you to not jump into victim, right? They're inviting you to spiral up, to rise above and say, you know what? This thing, while I may have thought it was fabulous, there may be something even better for me awaiting if I can just allow myself to let go and rise above. And this is also about having a different perception and perspective of where you've come and where you're going, right? So again, preparing for 2020, right? How are you going to do things differently? what have you learned from this year that is really going to allow you to take that wisdom and make decisions from the wisdom and not the pain, not the heartache, right? Not the lack or what didn't work, right? How can you take the wisdom from that and lead through that lens instead of the lens of the judgment and the fear and the scarcity and the heartbreak, okay? So that's really, really powerful messages coming through for you guys. And remember, I'll be back in the middle of the month for your mid-month bump. And as always, I see you, I hear you, and you are worthy. Bye, guys.